Have you ever reached a point where life just starts feeling the same? Not necessarily bad, not terrible, just repetitive. You wake up, you go through your routine, you scroll through your phone, talk to the same people, go to sleep, and then the next day just looks almost identical. Then at some point you realize that you're not just excited about life anymore. And I think a lot of people are quietly experiencing this right now. But this was me a couple months ago. Nothing was technically wrong. I had my routines, my responsibilities, things I was working on, but every day just started feeling the same. I wasn't excited about anything anymore. Life just felt like I was going through the motions. So I started asking myself a simple question. How do you get excited about life again? And these are a few things that really helped me break out of that routine. Hey guys, it's your girl Jules back with another video. If this is your first time seeing my face ever, please subscribe to my channel and join the fam. On this channel, I post lifestyle vlogs, weekly vlogs, and self-development videos. I promise you're going to have a good time on this channel only if you subscribe and turn on your post notification so you're alerted every single time I post. And without further ado, let's jump right into the video. Sometimes the reason life feels boring isn't because life itself is boring. It's because certain habits drain our motivation without us even realizing it. If you've been feeling like this video is for you, and I want you to know that you're not alone. I'm going to talk about two things today. The habits that quietly ruin our motivation and what we can actually do to get excited about life again. Number one, living the same routine for too long. Humans actually need a certain level of change and novelty. When our days becomes too predictable, our brains go into autopilot. You do the same routines over and over every day. You go to the same places, same conversation, you rush through things, never fully present. It will surprise you how many people are physically present but mentally checked out. Basically doing the same things over and over again. I was so deep in living in the same routine for so long that even when new ideas crosses my mind or when I get inspired just a little bit to try new things and I have all these plans of things I'm going to do to make today different, I find myself back in bed, phone in my hand and constantly scrolling. Almost as if I can't help it because that's the situation that feels familiar now, and mentally I just tell myself no matter what you do, today is going to be the same thing. You are looking at the same, you have the same view, you're living in the same place, you're talking to the same people, nothing has changed. And that is me being physically present but mentally checked out. Which leads me to my next point, endless scrolling. I'm sure you already know what I'm about to say. When we spend hours watching other people's lives or watching other people live their lives online, our own just starts to feel less exciting. You're watching people get a new car, watching people graduate, take a trip, watching people get promoted, watching people dress up, a whole bunch of other things, and you just sit and just look around you and you feel like you're not doing the most. But that's because you do everything else but live your own life. TikTok, Instagram, Snapchat, constant content consumption. Your brain gets used to content stimulation and then normal life starts to feel dull. You find yourself constantly watching other people's lives than actually doing things for yourself, living, having experiences for yourself. Your brain releases dopamine when something feels exciting, rewarding, new, and meaningful. But modern life gives us constant small dopamine hits through social media, short videos, notification, constant news updates. After a while, normal life starts feeling underwhelming in comparison to what you are being fed, in comparison to what you're seeing and what you're watching. It almost makes it seem like modern life is designed in a way that drains excitement. And my next point is lack of challenge. When you have nothing that is constantly pushing you to grow, to elevate, it's easy to start feeling stagnant. If you don't have new goals, no learning, no project, that basically means no growth. And growth often brings excitement because you see things slowly starting to change around you, slowly starting to change for you. When you have nothing wrapped around your mind that pushes you to do new stuff, nothing that makes you excited, nothing that makes your heart skip a beat because you're trying this new thing for the first time or you're about to have new experiences from this new goal you're trying to achieve, you would easily fall into the pit of stagnation. Number 4, comparing your life to everyone else. If they were arresting people that were guilty of this behavior, I'll be arrested first. I'll be the first that they will land in that prison. In fact, I'll have my own prison cell. Not being physically and mentally present in my own life, I was just watching other people, consuming content over content over content. And then start feeling like, oh, this person has this going on, this person just did this, and I'm just here, sitting here in the same place, living the same life over and over and over. So what does that do? I'm already mentally telling myself that, oh, it's because you are slow, or you're not smart enough, or you don't have opportunities around you. I start giving myself excuses as to why this behavior is okay. And this was easy for me to fall into because I was constantly scrolling, not doing anything for myself. What does that do in return? I fall deeper and deeper into that funk of feeling that life is not exciting. I feel unmotivated. I don't want to seek for change whatsoever because I feel like I can never be better than these people. They have it all figured out. Comparison can make your life feel so small, even when it's actually meaningful. Social media can create the illusion that everyone else is living a more exciting life than you, even though deep down we know that that's not the reality. Another thing that drains our motivation is the constant exposure to everything currently happening in the world. Bad news cycles, economic pressure, global uncertainty, insecurity, social media negativity. The list goes on. When we constantly consume negative news, our brains can enter a subtle fear state. And even when it doesn't affect us directly, it can create a background feeling of fear or heaviness. And the result, our brains are in constant survival mode or worry mode, and then it becomes really hard to feel excitement or to become excited about life. Once I realized that these things were slowly draining my motivation, I started thinking about how to actually bring back excitement into my life, which leads me to the part 2 of this video: how to get excited about life again. Number 1, introducing novelty. I can't emphasize this more. Our brains need new experiences, and you can introduce that to yourself by learning a new skill, taking an online class, pick and learn an instrument, register for dancing classes. You could also start a project, brainstorm, come up with new business ideas. It doesn't have to be something big. It could be something that you can accommodate for that moment. Also, you could go on side quests once a week, once a month, whichever way you could accommodate that. Just break out of your normal routine. If you usually go to work 9 to 5, or maybe on a Friday, just choose one activity that you never imagined yourself doing. It could be going to an amusement park, trying out that pizza at this recommended restaurant. Just little side quests that you could just take on. It's normally not part of your day-to-day routines. Second way to bring back excitement into your life is change your environment. Now, saying this, I know you're already thinking about traveling, moving apartments. I mean, if you could do that, if you could afford to do that, and you see reasons, and you genuinely feel that you could be happier taking that step, then by all means, please do it. But there are other routes to go about this without spending so much or without making any drastic changes. Rearranging your room, because that's where you spend most of your time. So imagine if you move your bed the other way, or you put the wardrobe this other way, you put some flowers. You could just add some, repaint your room if you could. Something that brings a change. Different sides of the space you normally find yourself in can tend to bring more exciting moments. Sometimes we don't need a new life, we just need a new environment. For example, new coffee shop, new cafe. Explore, find cute little spaces where you could go during the day. You could work there, you could journal, you could write on your diary, you could just, people watching. You could just sit and observe instead of just being locked up in your room and doom scrolling every day, talking down on yourself, comparing your lives to others. Go out there, find a cute little spot. You could read a book, you could work, you could journal, you could just watch people and see how people are going about their day. You could also try new restaurants, Asian restaurants, Jamaican restaurants, just try new exotic food that you would normally not find yourself having interest in eating. You could take a different route to work or to school. If you normally follow a particular road, a particular way, or you use a particular mode of transportation, you could switch it up. If you're walking back home, you could choose a different street. It could take longer to get to your destination, but it may seem like little things, but yes, it is the little things that brings massive changes. You don't know what's going to happen if you follow the other route. You're going to meet a different person, you're going to see different sights, you're going to have a different experience than consistently following the same route to commute. Be a tourist in your city. You might be fed up of where you currently live. You feel like you've seen it all. It's the same thing every day, the same boring city, but why not become a tourist in your city? Think of, where could I possibly go that I've never been before? And then you just go, Be a tourist. Just think to yourself, if someone comes here for the first time, or if someone is visiting, where would they likely go? That brings excitement because now you're seeing your regular home base through a different lens, and you're visiting all these fun places, having new interactions with people. That brings about change. And then you feel your spark coming back little by little. My third way to bringing back excitement to your life is creating something. Excitement often comes from building things. Create a new TikTok account and talk about things that you care about, or post funny videos. Doesn't have to be something serious, or just express yourself as much as you can. It could be a YouTube channel, or it could be creative hobbies. Let's say you like to crochet, so you start making headbands, you start making crochet outfits, and while at it, you would probably make income from doing that. And that's like, if that's not excitement, I don't know what is. The idea of creating something from scratch gives you something to look forward to and brings excitement back to your life for sure. And that takes me to my next point, which is give yourself something to look forward to. Events, trips, personal goals, experiences, invites you usually say no to, and you always no because you prefer to be at home and doom scroll the entire day. Start saying yes to some certain invites. I'm not saying you should say yes to everything or dangerous adventures, but saying yes to events, wedding, birthdays, product launch events. It could be a seminar, it could be literally anything, just events. Try to say yes more than you say no, and actually attend and have a good time. That is you building experiences for yourself. Take yourself on dates. You could go to the cinema by yourself. Yes, go to the cinema, buy that ticket, sit by yourself and enjoy that movie. You could arrange to go on trips if you could afford to. Going on trips doesn't have to be something crazy expensive. You could just visit your friend in the other state or in a different city that she lives. You could again take a trip to a different town in the state or city you currently live in. If you can't afford trips abroad or expensive trips, you could just start little. For example, when I found myself in this funk, I started setting things that I wanted to do, experiences that I wanted to build for myself. I said I was going to start the gym. I bought some really cute gym outfits, and I'm excited. I'm excited to wear them. I'm excited to go to the gym because I have never shopped for gym outfits. I'm not a gym girly, but this is me trying to introduce experiences into my life to bring back that excitement. Now I'm just thinking, I'm sure I'm going to look so cute in that gym outfit, and I'm going to start the gym. I'm going to be fit. These things haven't happened yet, but I'm looking forward to them happening. Do you get what I mean? Documenting your day, keeping a journal or a diary, or as simple as every day you wake up, you write down stuff on a to-do list. It could be on the notes app on your phone, just writing a to-do of the things that you want to achieve today. For example, I started finding myself being more fulfilled, excited and productive when I came back to YouTube, because that's a form of documentation for me. When I pick up my camera and I do all these vlogs, I see the things that I want to do today. I have A, B, C, D to do and to achieve today. And because I've put the word out there, I've said it to you guys, it keeps me accountable and I'm able to achieve all these things. And I'm excited because I can't wait to see the most that I could do. I can't wait to see the outcome of all these things that I'm striving to achieve. So keep a journal, document your day, to document the beautiful things you've seen that day, your experiences of that day. That way you start to notice and appreciate the good things and the new things that are happening. Practice gratitude, focusing on the positive aspects of life. This can make it feel more exciting and fulfilling. You don't feel all empty inside. You don't feel like nothing is happening for you, like you're stagnant. You don't feel like you're behind. Everything can be negative, that's for sure. If you focus on the positive things, the things that are going really great, you then look forward to more good things coming your way and you feel fulfilled. And for my final tip, very short and simple, acceptance. Accept that this phase is normal. Sometimes feeling bored in life is just a sign that you've outgrown your current routine, and it's often the beginning of a new chapter. And if you're currently in this phase, I hope this video helps you to start creating a life that actually excites you again. And if you enjoy conversations like this about growth, lifestyle, and figuring out life as we go, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, turn on your post notification. I'd love to have you here. Thank you so much for watching, and with that being said, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.